When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will be first on the attack. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty,
Oh, he's got some space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Virginia's offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The give on the option. Spins away from the defense. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, you get into the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Noles are on the move. Quarterback making checks. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he got loose. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressure.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Applewhite. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Makes the catch, it's Evans. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets...
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure. Quickly complete. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nestles it in at the 35. Slips through the line.
There's fast, and then there's fast. This guy's fast. Great job. You can tell him outrunning the defense, making the big play. Now the offense, it's your turn to do something.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. He's got him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he will.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not going to risk a return here. Their catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll start this drive firing. That's reeled in. It's Mills. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Lining up to convert third down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 30, the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got it on the outside. It's Mills. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by... team to get the return man down on the ground. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. Back to throw, it's Massey. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give. Plows through the defense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Punt is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A quick pass to the left. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Pulls it in. It's Mills. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The kick is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. First snap of this drive will come. .32. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football. He can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Mills. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, Florida State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Dalton. Pocket breaking down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
You talk about changing the game. The offense better know.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Touchdown, no! And they turn it into a defensive score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Florida State, 49. Virginia, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6. And
there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cavaliers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a man. It's Massey. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Turning it on! And they're able to make the tackle. The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Wants to throw again. Touchdown Seminoles! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air. It's Dalton. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to get it in. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Handoff to the single running back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Touchdown, Knowles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what we've seen on both sides of the ball today.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. this has just not gone his way.
The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that's where they'll have to down it, just inside the 50-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Going to the running game. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Let's go.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Leaves it with the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Nice run. Great job by the running back. Making a cut, getting north-south, getting some positive yards. Now setting up a 4th and short decision for you. What do you got on deck? What are you going to call?
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Right back to the well. Find some fresh air. There he goes. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking